Hey everybody, Marty with Ultimate Truck here. We hope you had a very Merry Christmas and are getting ready to celebrate the new year. We are here today to talk about our top 5 builds from 2019. Alright, coming at you for number 5 is actually one of our own. It's Matt Fryman's 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500. This thing came in as an LTZ with a ton of chrome on it. Really didn't even know what direction to take with this because eliminating all the chrome just didn't seem feasible. We ended up doing a 8-inch BDS suspension on there, which easily fit 37s. We ended up putting the Nitto Ridge grapplers on there, like I said, in the 37-inch, 20x9 Cali Off-Road Summits with the brush clear finish, which actually fit perfect with the chrome. We ended up doing Truxedo Century CT on there, the hard aluminum roll-up cover from Truxedo, and then ended up doing Super Chips flashback and a Super Chips intake on there. So that really helped bring back a little bit of the performance and the shift points on there. A few things that we're looking at doing to that in 2020. We're looking at possibly doing an exhaust. Thinking about switching wheels and tires now that everyone's starting to come out with their platinum finish wheels. So we might try and test those out on that thing. And then there's a few other things that we might be considering doing, but everything's kind of up in the air for that one. Alright, for number 4, we went with Mr. Sharif's 2017 Ram 3500 Crew Cab Long Bed. This thing we really wanted to go above and beyond on and make sure this thing was perfect at all 4 corners for what he was using it for. We started out with a 6-inch BDS suspension with Fox 2.0 shocks all the way around, including the dual stabilizer up front. We went with BDS recoil traction bars to stabilize that rear end a little bit better. For wheels, we did the 17-inch Black Rhino Armories in the gun black, wrapped in a set of 37-inch Nitto Ridge grapplers. A few other things that we ended up doing on this, we did the Recon cab lights, Klein train horn on there, and added a 20-inch Pro Max LED in the bumper with using rough country brackets on there. In the bed, we ended up doing a Putco Boss rack that's all aluminum with the tech rails included on that. And on that Boss rack, we actually ended up doing a Luminex high-powered LED light bar and a Putco LED work blade. For steps, we ended up doing the Laverne 7-inch wheel-to-wheel grip steps, and up front, we finished it off with a Weston HDX stainless grill guard. A few things are coming in 2020 for this truck. We've already got on the books a few things as far as lighting goes. We're adding a little bit more lighting up front, doing a few things from C roads, doing a few things from rough country, and adding some lighting in the Weston grill guard as well. Alright, our number 3 build is Randy Ashley's 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. This thing came to us looking to get something simple installed, yet make it stand out from all the rest. We started out by doing a rough country 3.5-inch suspension lift kit. For wheels and tires, we went with the Fuel Zephyrs in Candy Red in a 20-inch, and for tires, we went with the 37-inch Toyo Open Country MTs. As far as steps go, we went with the AMP Research Power Step XLs on there to give a little extra step on it, and then we added a set of Rugged Ridge tube doors on there. A few other things that were done to it was a protective coating that was done by Owner's Pride here in Omaha, and underbody and interior lighting done by In-Phase Car Audio. Now, if you remember the yellow Fab 4 Jeep that we did over the past few years, that was Randy's previous Jeep. So we can only imagine in 2020 that there's going to be quite a few accessories that are added onto this Gladiator to make it stand out even more. So we're looking forward to working on that one in the coming year. Alright, number 2 this year is Mike Chapman's 2014 Toyota Tundra. This is actually his 2nd generation of the truck with us, being the first one started with a 4.5-inch suspension kit, wheels and tires, just something simple. But this year he came back to us and decided that we were going to go above and beyond and really put this thing up in the air and make sure it stood out from all the rest of the Tundras out there. So to really achieve those goals, we started out by doing a 8-inch ready lift suspension kit with Bilstein shocks in the rear. For wheels and tires, we went with the 20-inch fuel recoils in all black, wrapped in a set of Dick CPEC Extreme Country 37s. We ended up having the entire truck Line-X'd to really give it something that's going to make it stand out from every other full-size truck on the road. We did AMP Research power steps on there to make sure that no step took away from the height of the vehicle. And we did an NFAB bed-mounted tire carrier in there to to make sure that you always had a fifth wheel and tire at all times. Something that isn't pictured yet is the Recon taillights and headlights that were done recently to really add a different feature to this to make sure this thing was all black. And Mike was in here the other day. We were discussing what we were going to do to this truck in 2020. So a few things that we know are going to be on the agenda are the Fab 4s, front and rear bumpers for that. We're looking at doing Bilstein coilovers and possibly adding some rigid industry LED lighting on there. All right, and our number one build for 2019 is Brighton's 2016 Toyota Tundra. This is probably one of the most fun builds that we've ever been able to be a part of. He pretty much came to us, set a budget with us, and told us three things. It's got to be huge, it's got to stand out, and it's got to be pearl white. Our first order of business on this one was to make sure that this thing was pearl white when it was finished. So we called up Jason with Just the Dips and talked it over with him and came up with the idea of doing a balloon white pearl Autoflex in a matte finish on this to really make this thing pop. To get this thing up in the air, we decided to go with the Ready Lift suspension kit with the Bilstein coilovers, which really made this truck ride phenomenal. Wheels and tires, we decided to go with the Fuel Zephyrs in a candy red finish because driving down the road, those really stick out on that white matte. And for tires, we decided to go with the 37-inch Toyo Open Country MTs. Some of the other things that we added on this was a set of Bushwhacker DRT style fender flares that were wrapped in the matte pearl as well. For bumpers, we decided to do the Addictive Desert Design Stealth Fighter bumpers, both front and rear. In those, we did the Rigid Radiance lights in a red backlit option. Recon headlights and tail lights on that with the Putco LED bulbs in the front to give it a little better light output. The Amp Research power steps so that we didn't take away from the height of the vehicle on there. And then we added a set of rock lights underneath it that are color changeable from In-Phase Car Audio.